Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sequoia. If you are new, thank you so much for joining today. Today I'm bringing you a first impressions video. So tried out a couple of new products in this video and this is the look that I came up with. I really like the way the eye look came out. A couple of other things were hit and misses, so you'll just have to watch to find out which products were good and which ones were bad. So if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see how I got this look and which products I loved and which ones not so much, then just keep on watching. Alright, so my eyes are already primed with my MAC paint pot, and I'm going in with this orangey shade in the NYX Bright palette, and this is going to be the transition shade for this look. So I'm just blending this back and forth in and out of the crease, and I'm kind of blowing it out because I want this color to really peek through. And then taking the Sex Bomb palette, I'm going to use this reddish shade, and this is just going to give a little bit more of a dimension to the look, but I'm mainly focusing this color on the outer corner. So you're going to see me use this tapered brush and just bring it down a little bit lower than the initial orange shade that we used. Now taking this bone colored shade in the Sex Bomb palette, I'm going to use that as a brow bone highlight. This whole eye look is going to be pretty matte, and then I'm taking that same blending brush with no extra product on it, and I'm blending out the edges. And then I'm taking this really pretty purple pinkish color and I'm packing this all over the lid using this flat top Real Techniques brush. It's like a flat synthetic brush, so it packs on the color really nicely, and I like this purple because it has pinky undertone to it and it's a little reflective. Now I'm going back in with that red shade just to add a little bit more of that red into the eye look and also blend out the edges of that purple. And then taking this deeper purple shade in the Brights palette, I'm going to focus this only on the outer corner. And this color is just going to bring more of that purple back into the look. Now to soften everything up again, I'm going to take my blending brushes and just soften up all the edges, and then I will apply wing liner and lashes off camera, and I'll list below which items I used. Alright, so eyes are done. Now we are going to move on to all the new face products that I have to try. Got quite a few things going on here, so we're going to start off with foundation. I recently went up to Sephora and I picked up the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. Obviously this is not new, but it's new to me, so we are going to be testing it out in this video. Alright, so I love the packaging. First off, obviously it's really nice. This one is in the shade Medium Dark 4, so Macau. Perfect shade match. It seems very watery, but I mean, it could wear really nice, I don't know, but I'm really excited to try this. So it says that it is a weightless 16-hour wear oil-free foundation, an extraordinary level of perfection with ultra lightweight complete coverage and uniquely fluid silky feel. It's ideal for it's ideal for all skin types and tones. Sweeps on weightlessly, absorbs quickly, and blends easily for an all-day natural luminosity. I like that. And then I noticed also when I was in the store, it said that it's a soft matte foundation. As you guys know, I love the Fenty foundation, and that one is soft matte, so I'm kind of thinking if they're along those same lines, then I will really love this foundation. Because I didn't go out and buy a new primer, I'm going to try this MAC Prep and Prime sample. Prep and Prime? What is wrong with me? I can't talk today. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiant Primer. Definitely want, hopefully this is hydrating. Oh, it's a very interesting color. I didn't expect it to be yellow. But hopefully it's also hydrating because with my dry skin, we want to be hydrated. Alright, so first impressions on this. It does feel really hydrating. I like the way it feels on the skin. Definitely a type of go-to for me with something like this. So I really like that about it. Feels really nice. So we are just going to go straight away with the foundation. I'm going to shake it up some more, and we're just going to go in with a brush. Yeah, it's a lot more watery than I expected, but I'm just going to go in with my current fave. This is the Urban Studio, this is their contour brush, but I'm going to use it for foundation. Alright, so first initial thoughts, it does seem to match my skin pretty nicely, but I kind of feel like it feels like I have makeup on. Like, it doesn't seem as natural as they're saying on the advertising. Like, I feel like you can definitely tell that there's some foundation on there, but I'm going to do my usual and take my beauty blender and just kind of let this stuff settle. And I only used one pump. After doing that, it does feels a little better. It was looking a little shiny to me, but I think now it kind of looks a little bit better. The finish is a little bit softer, but I feel like it almost kind of emphasizes some of the kind of texture and things on my skin. Maybe I'm overthinking it. It could just be in my head. But we are going to move on to concealer. The concealer I'm going to try is this is by Sephora collection. This is their, what is this called? Their Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. And I got the shade Toffee. So I'm actually really excited to try this. I've heard some pretty good things about it. Alright, so first off, I think the concealer, it's really nice. It has a really nice amount of coverage under the eyes. I feel like it covered up my darkness pretty well under my eyes. It looks fresh. It was very lightweight, which I really liked about it, but it was lightweight with like a full coverage kind of feel. So now to test out their setting powder, I picked this up from Sephora. Also, this is their kind of contour highlighting kit. An Anastasia type thing. So you have the light setting or highlighting powders, and then you have contour powders. So of course I'm going to mix these two shades here together. I know they look pretty similar on camera, but obviously they're not, and I'm going to use those to set everywhere where I put concealer. Okay, first impressions on the setting powders. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about those. Like, they look nice on the skin right now, but they're so hard pressed in this that just trying to get anything up off of there. I mean, they feel really soft, they feel really buttery, so I expected something a little bit better. I don't know, I don't use palettes like this very often, so maybe this is how they're supposed to be, but I feel like it's pressed so hard in the packaging that I couldn't really get it up, and that made it a little bit more difficult for me to set my under eyes, or at least feel like I was setting my under eyes. I don't know. I can definitely already see that my under eyes have started to crease up on me, so that is definitely not a good thing. I don't know, it could be the concealer or it could be the powder. It could be either one, I'm not sure. I have to test them separately to give you guys like a real like final thoughts type of thing, because these two may just not work very well together even though they're made by the same brand. So I don't know 100% about that. We'll see. I'm going to now try the darkest shade here to try to contour. Now this seems pigmented, so we'll see. This you have to be extremely light-handed, which is interesting because the powder, the lighter shades, were not this pigmented, so that makes me a little confused and nervous, and I feel like it makes it look a little muddy. Let's try the other side. Go in with a much lighter hand. Alright, so first impressions on just this, or thoughts on this entire palette. Not sure, I'm not the biggest fan of it right now. I have to play around with it a little bit more. I feel like this could have been a really good shade, but it's a little too gray, I think, on my skin. You guys let me know what you think. I think it might be a little bit too gray. And these shades, I just feel like weren't very pigmented. Like, I really had to dig my brush extremely hard into it to even get anything coming up. And then I feel like I definitely have some creasing already on this eye, so not really the greatest, but let's go ahead and finish up the eyes. So I just realized this entire time I was not recording what I was doing on my lower lash line, and I'm so sorry. Total brain fart. And also I apologize for the lighting. I know it's a little wonky. I don't know what's going on, but my lighting just decided it wanted to suck today, but we have to keep on pushing. So I did pretty much exactly what I did on my lid as I did on my lower lash line. So I took this orangey shade, and then I used a little bit of this really light purple, and then also the all over lid shade, and then I went in with black liner and smoked it out with this black shade here. So it's pretty much all I did. Nothing too difficult, nothing too fancy. And then for mascara, I went in with the Trifecta mascara by Milani on the lower lashes. So let's go ahead and finish up the face. Alright, so for blush, I am going to take this First Impressions. I've never tried this. This is by H&M Beauty, and this is their blush in deep brown. I really love this. It's so pretty. It's just like as you guys can see, it's just this really pretty soft nude. Love it. It's definitely like a very wearable everyday shade. Definitely a winner for me. Only $5. It was on sale, so if I can still find it on their website, I'll link it down below. But I really like this. It's super pretty. And then when I sat down to film this, I realized that I didn't have a new highlight. So we are just going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighters in Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. I haven't used this in a really long time, so I figure this will be falling back in love with this highlight again. So I'm going to take both, kind of swirl them around and apply them to the cheeks. Alright, and for lips, I'm going to try out for the first time these Revlon Super Lustrous Lipsticks, and this one is in Naughty Plum. Feel like the purples in it will just kind of make this look, I don't know, I just want to use this shade. So this is the shade I'm going to go in with. For lip liner, I'm just going to go in with my Milani lip liner in Sugar Plum. Alright guys, so that completes this look. This is my first impressions on the products that I tried in this video. Not all of them obviously were new, or not all of them were first impressions, but most of the products that I kind of talked you guys through were products that I hadn't tried before. And I mean, just first off, I really do love both of these palettes. They're really nice. They blend out really nicely. I feel like the pigmentation and the quality is there. I believe this one is for $17.99. I found it at Target, so it's very accessible. I also like this lipstick by Revlon. It's really nice. It's really creamy. It's hydrating. It's a beautiful fall shade, and it pairs like perfectly with this Milani liner. So thumbs up to the lipstick. Just first off, the blush. I really love this blush by H&M. Very pretty, very natural, wearable, everyday. I love that. I'll definitely be wearing it on a very regular basis. As far as this guy goes, I don't think I like this very much, and I honestly might go to Sephora and return it or exchange it for something else. I just feel like if you see at this angle, you can just see I tried to blend it out, and it just looks extremely muddy. It doesn't look good on the skin, so I'm not really feeling that. I want something that, you know, warms up the skin, but not like, I feel like it looks a little bit more intense on camera than what I'm seeing in person, but it's still not a good look to give off. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. So I might try it out one more time, and if I just really don't like it, definitely returning it. But I mean, for the most part, I don't know. I'm just not really here for that one. Concealer, I think I like the concealer a lot. Honestly, I think the creasing and everything has really a lot to do with that palette, with the highlight contour palette. I just feel like the products in there, it's not really quality for the price. I believe it was $20 at Sephora, so for it to be that expensive and to be really muddy and not really have a lot of, you know, like I wasn't able to really get the product out, and that's an issue for me. Like, I don't want to have to work 10 times over to get a product out when I have other products that I can easily pick up and put on, and they look great and flawless, and my under eyes aren't super creasy. But I mean, I don't know, I just don't think that palette's worth it. But so far I really like the concealer. I'm going to keep playing around with this one. And lastly, the foundation. I definitely agree that it gives you a radiant finish. It does. My skin, you can kind of see a bit of a sheen to the skin, which isn't bad. The only issue I'm having is it's definitely starting to already crease up here, and that's an issue that I have with pretty much all of my foundations except for my Fenty one. It said soft matte, but I don't feel like that was the case. It felt tacky to the touch. It's not exactly what I was expecting. I was hoping for a little bit more of a matte finish. It's definitely something that you're going to want to set. I didn't feel like I could go on without setting it, basically. But I mean, that's that. I'll keep wearing it. I'll keep trying it out. But it is a $50 foundation, so I want to love it for $50. Like $50, that's a lot of money. So I want to love it. And if my Fenty is only $34 and I wear that all the time, I need some wiggle room there. You know, I need to be able to love it as much as I love that one for the price, in my opinion. So comment down below if these are any products that you have tried before. Let me know if you like them, if you hate them, whatever the case may be. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I have a really great video for you guys on Thursday, so look out for that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!